Right, I think we're on. Good afternoon, and I think it's my third week now of making terrain, and I think I've had enough. I think I need to get back to figure painting, which is handy because I've just about finished the first batch of the Vietnam jungle terrain, which is, I shall show you what I've been doing. I've been taking these apart, adding bits and pieces. Palm trees for cakes is a good one, I've learnt. Over there. So what I've been working on are pieces like these. These are on CDs. Some of Joe's CDs, which I was telling one of the lads the other day that may have been a Whitney Houston, one of the Whitney Houston CDs. But so I've made a fair few of those. The Frondy types. They look a bit shiny. I've matted all the bright greens down. It doesn't really bother me that much, really. It's representation. These trees here, I think the double palm tree, I've got a few more of those coming because I've a few more ideas. So various sizes, the biggest being the CD size, the smallest. I could dot these around where required. So then I should have thought about this before I turn the camera on. So a few more there, and what I did find in my stash were some skirmisher bases which I've never used, and so they will form tree lines. A few of those. Quite therapeutic, making terrain like this. Quite enjoyable, but as I say, it's run its course a little bit. Put that there, try not to get that falling over. And then here, oh bugger, is some more. So there's a fair few there to keep me going. The place is an absolute tip at the moment. The ACW craggy terrain. Now this might look a bit vivid on the camera, and this is for like a devil's den, round top type terrain. So it looks a bit vivid because it matches my terrain boards. And remember, I don't know if you've seen my terrain boards, they come, there's a cut down one here. I went for a retro style look, and for the games in the cabin it will work fine. I might just do another dry brush highlight around the edges, but that's one. Two. It's the first time I put them on these, don't look too bad. And I've got that river, which these will butt up against the river and just give an extra dimension. I'm going to take that one off because the last one is quite a large one, and that's it there. So the base was 12mm MDF, and the rocks were cork. A few inquiries about that. The cork I bought from eBay some years ago, and they've just been in one of the cupboards, as you can see there. And so that will be representing one of the round tops. I've made it so you can fit in regiments all around, and I think the whole area will be classed as some sort of cover, not just the rocks. Yeah, so that's those. I think that's about 22 by 15, 18 maybe. So I'm looking forward to using that. Doesn't look too bad there, I must say. Look at that. Right, so that's that. The weekend past was Salute, and I went up there with 3 friends, and the idea was this year we thought, well, we'll get there about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and therefore avoiding all the crowds. And how wrong could we be? We got there and down the main concourse between all the different areas. It was just a massive queue, huge amount of people. It only took us 10 minutes to get in, but I just couldn't believe it. And once you go in there, the place was chocker. I loved it. I thought it was full of inspiration. Some of the games are absolutely brilliant, but the trade stands, you couldn't really get to, you had to use your elbows a few times, and I'm a very polite person, so I'd rather somebody else, dip down and have a look rather than, not that I make way or anything like that, but no, it's, and the lighting, again, it's often been spoken about, and I think I might have spoken about it before myself, that the lighting's not great. And when I was in the foundry, when I managed to get into the foundry stand, down the bottom corner, I was, you just can't see what's what. Try to take my glasses off, put my glasses back on. So net result is I didn't really buy that much, although I enjoyed it very much. Once again, thank you to everybody who came up to me. It's and shaking hands. It's great. It's nice to meet subscribers and other guys in the community. I won't mention them because I always forget somebody. But no, it's brilliant, that side of things. And some bloke, I was chatting to some guy, and I saw it walk past and wish my dog happy birthday. So that's somebody from Facebook, and it was that. That was nice. So what did I buy? First of all, let me think about the games. Obviously Simon Miller's To the Strongest is unbelievable. The amount of figures he had in that table. Mate, and I was looking at him thinking I've got to get back into my ancients, but that's a bit further down the list, I think, at the moment. Loads of games stood out. The scenery was particularly good in quite a few of the games, and that's why I've been quite enjoying making scenery for the cabin games. But I had a plan before I went in there regarding what I was going to purchase, and first of all I went over to Gringo's 40s and purchased quite a few of their American Marines for Vietnam, and this is the pack here. Quite a few, so they're really nice figures. I'll go into more depth when I start painting those, and from there I went to the Emperor's stand, hello Paul, and got a couple of packs of Viet Minh, which will supplement my Viet Cong forces. But I'm looking forward to getting started on these. There was a few Vietnam games. One of them run by Steve Perry. I didn't get a chance to talk to Pez this year, which I always like doing. And his scenery on his Vietnam board was top quality. I think the board was about 4 foot by 4 foot. I might be wrong there. And I was thinking, how do I replicate that on a 16 by 6 table? I don't think you can. So you've got to give up a little bit. But to see Steve's work in the flesh, I highly recommend it. It's very impressive. Very impressive. So that was it. And I think I probably only stayed there 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I missed a lot of things. I missed a few stands that weren't there. I didn't see First School there. Was Gripping Beast there? Gripping Beast Metals? Didn't see them. So I might have missed quite a few because I was walking around mainly at days, overwhelmed by the gorgeous looking tables, and you get to thinking, oh, I'm doing okay now in my painting and modelling, and then you see people like that, you just think, bugger, back to the drawing board. But we do progress. Everything we paint, every figure we paint, we progress, little by little. That's what I've been telling myself for the last 45 years, I think. So didn't bother eating up there. Everything was packed solid. So I came back hungry, ate a load, and returned to normal life. And looking forward to starting afresh on this Vietnam project. Again, thanks to everybody who came up to me, and thanks for everybody who watches me. I honestly don't know why you do it. Right, that's it.